It is the right overlay. Hi everybody and welcome back to Roll for Damage. It has been a minute since we have been live. Christmas and planning new campaigns and life in general will do that to you. So this is the Scales Above, a Rise of Tiamat campaign. Actually at this point it's more just not even adjacent. You are on the path to fight the Dragon God. Since we've had a bit of time off and we have kind of gone around the story, got a bit of a help me, the
Serpentine?
circle.
Circuitous.
That's it. Thank you.
Circuitous.
My brain was like, I can't remember the word, and so you're not gonna do it. We've been, taking a while to get there. Circuitous route. I was trying to say circuitous.
Yeah, you're just mispronouncing it. You had the word.
Yeah. Anyways, as we do, yes, words are hard. Thanks, Nadine. We will do a quick hi, hello, who are the characters from each of the players, along with them introducing themselves. And then we're going to do more or less a campaign recap, which I've told them to keep each season 50 words or less. So I will just time them out mid thing if they take it too long. All right. So we'll start with Shelby, who plays Nia. Tell us who you are.
Hi, my name is Shelby, or Shibby-Dooby-Doo on Twitter, or Whistle While You Work on YouTube, or Shittiddles here on Twitch, because somebody took my Twitch name and I just like to be confusing. I did D&D story times, and I'm working on an animatic series. It's just life has gotten in the way a little bit. It's gotten a little bigger than I planned. And I am going to be playing Nia, who is our makeshift paladin sorcerer. We'll say that. She's a problem child, but maybe not our problem child. I don't know. Yes. I think I've lost the title of problem child after this last season.
You've lost the title.
Oh, also I'm engaged to Mephistopheles, apparently.
Yeah, well.
Fun. I love weddings.
I'm not in love.
Big wedding.
God.
I love weddings. Drinks all around.
All right.
I need to be real drunk for that way.
Next up, we will go with Shrogo playing T, who just muted herself. Here we go.
I just unmuted. Jeez, I was typing. I don't want everyone to hear the. So anyway, hi everybody. I'm Shrogrel. Some of you know me as Sarah. Whatever. I'm here. I'm happy. I'm here to play Tig, your beloved barbarian, who's currently first fiddle barbarian while we wait for our lovely major part barbarian to return one day. Hopefully soon, from being the community manager over at Paradise Productions. Can't even hear it.
Woman's raising like dealing with a baby. Can you just give her some slack? Damn.
I'm shouting her out. So yeah, I'll be playing Tig, your lovable big barbarian who's just here to help in whatever way that requires her to help. So yeah, that's what I'm here for. I don't understand what's going on. That's just Tig's vibe.
Okay.
That's accurate.
Okay. Next up we have, last up I guess, we have Sean playing Auric.
Hello, my name is Sean. I play the star elf Auric Solaris, and I'm a real human being in real life. I am the creative director of Paradise Productions, a variety D&D/TTRPG streaming channel. We just launched a new campaign over there. Monday will be the fourth episode of it. They just finished taking care of some pesky raccoons. Some of them infused with elemental magic, which was pretty cool. So those VODs are on YouTube right now at Paradise Productions. And yeah, so check us out. We're a Paradise Pro or Paradise Prod, depending on where you are social media wise. And I'm at Odo_Sean on all social media. So yeah, that's me.
Okay. Do you want to tell them about any upcoming news, Sean?
Yes. There is. I'm assuming this is the what you mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to make sure it was the correct thing.
Just tossed him right into the deep end there, huh?
Well, I did tell it before.
Well, I know, but I thought you were going to say it. But then again, it makes sense. I know, but yeah, there's going to be some fusions happening between Paradise Productions and Roll for Damage, since we've already kind of blending in a lot of ways with me and Shannon being on a lot of shows over here. We are going to be working on somewhat of a merging that we could talk more about over the next coming weeks and months.
Yeah. Hi, my name's Nova. What Sean says is true. With me changing hours at work and others changing hours at work and things just getting really full on, it's hard to keep everything running smoothly. So Sean and I have been talking about, doing a bit of a merger, which would be great. But as for me, I'm the DM here at Roll for Damage. We are playing in Tariel, my little world, and hopefully you guys will enjoy the game, which will be in a few weeks, maybe 6 weeks. We'll probably be doing off-air games, and then I'll put them up as videos, which I'll probably sit in the chat and chat along with everyone, and encourage the cast to do that. It's just, it can get hard to get us all around a table as frequently as we were, so I'll make sure we have several games and recordings lined up so that we are always having something come out, which is sad because it's nice to be able to actively interact with everyone, but life is what it is, unfortunately. So for the recap, I'm going to throw Shelby under the proverbial bus to start with,
As usual.
as you give us Season 1 recap, 50 words or less.
We fucked shit up and now we're here.
That's every season.
All right, I'll be serious. After all meeting, the party went on a little bit of a rampage through Etradale, destroyed a couple towns, ended up in Duskfall, had an encounter with an Ooblix, and a blood moon happened. We had to flee because we killed somebody we maybe shouldn't have, and eventually found our way into the Crystal Forest, where along this time we met a weird monkey named Sips, who was looking for his friend. And Sips found his friend and found my friend, and then we found a dragon, and then shit got fucked up. I lost my arm. It wasn't a fun season for Nia, but that happened. The green head was banished, but I think we've released it since then. We dealt with the green head of Tiamat in the first season.
Yep. Okay. Sean, Season 2, your arrest and going to the capital of Etradale.
Oh, you just did it. No, there's more that happened. We got arrested, after saving the world from the green head of Tiamat. But that's what happens when you don't have a good bard in the party to tell everyone that you saved the world. People are just like, we didn't see anything. All we saw you do was break a bunch of laws and kill a guy on accident because you didn't know how your own magic worked. So Etradale came for us, arrested us, dragged us off, as well as a new friend. And we ended up inadvertently leaving Nia behind, which made her susceptible to some bad dudes who were like, hey, your family abandoned you, even though we didn't. We were arrested. you should join our family. We're totally
Mel was
cool.
also to blame. He would not
After
tell me
100
anything.
words. After
That's true.
100 words,
Tamel is also really bad
Episode
at giving the note to her that Leaf wrote for her. But anyway, to make it to speed things up, we were arrested and then we were offered indentured servitude essentially to one of the houses who would set us up, and as long as we did some work with them, but unfortunately all of that got cut short because the Bastard Five came for us, particularly Pain coming to mutilate Saros and challenge him to supplant him, essentially. And we spent most of this season trying to figure that out until at the end of the season.
I fought the Avatar of Love.
No, that was next season.
That was next season.
At the end of this season, I died.
Right, that happened. Shit.
Because we got chased. It was a big old chase. And the Bastards 5 were bastards and killed me in a mocking way. But I wasn't really dead. I was captured. But that's in the next season.
Yep, that's right. You ended the season captured by a big old meanie, and he threw your violin case, or whatever it was.
With my hand in it.
With your hand in it, which...
And Sloane kept it.
Sloane...
Hand and all.
Yeah, it was unhappy, and she held the stinky hand for a while.
I forgot she did that.
Then...
I thought I did a rather awesome move to get killed.
Yeah, you did fucking awesome.
Yeah, no, that was badass.
Captured him in a hamster. I captured this big dude in a hamster ball, the wall of force, and teleported him away from them so they could escape.
Yeah,
so
it was
very noble.
Saved everyone.
Hamster ball is one of my favorites.
Right, so that brings us to season 3, the reintroduction of Nia, because she had been left behind, and also Storic joined along for a while, which was Joe Cat.
That's right.
Do you remember this at all?
Me?
Yep, you.
Yeah, no, I wasn't sure who it was bouncing to. I thought maybe you'd take a season.
Nope. I don't remember anything.
Fucking, you're the DM. You should, damn it.
I just make it up.
Gave the beginning of the recap for it.
Okay, so season 3, the party who at the time had an elf named Relia, who I was playing while Nia was away, was dealing with the aftermath of Auric's death, found their way to Montecouleur, in which they found that there was some sort of fucked up well, no, that was later. Where we met with the Umberheart House, which was the house that we signed on to because they were the cool monster hunter dudes and didn't try to make us commit treason. So they gave us our job, and in the midst of them giving us our job, Nia showed back up, fighting her brother Hexen, while Pain was kind of murdering the shit out of Lord Umberheart's son, Henri. He survived. Pain and Hexen got away. Nia was captured, and at that point was put in jail to be dealt with at another time. And so the party went to deal with the avatar of Lolth. And we did. We killed it with fall damage.
Yes.
Goddamn. Using the sleep spell.
Joe Cat.
With the sleep spell.
I gotta admit, Joe Cat, one of the best players I've ever played with, and one of the most creative use of spells I've ever had since. He was like, so she's over a pit, right? Sleep. I'm like, oh.
She failed every single save that you tried to have her make to get her not to fall. Yeah. It was great.
Yeah, it was nasty. And you know, this 1,000-foot drop will kill lots of things. Or will it?
At the end of that season, Saras and Leaf and Relia ran through a tree, and the rest of the party began their return to Montecouleur because we were told that Auric, I forgot this is important, told that Auric was alive and that he was at the elf's home, which meant Rilia's fallen village. So she opened a doorway in a tree. 3 people ran in, 1 person ran out.
Yep. You killed one of the Bastard 5 in there.
Yeah, fucking Madness died. She deserved
and
it. Fuck her.
That allowed Auric to escape.
Doesn't that technically mean that Leaf should have been considered like they?
Nope,
they
because
couldn't,
he
technically
wasn't-
couldn't they?
Nope,
'cause
because he
chosen.
wasn't chosen.
So
Yeah, okay,
Leaf
cool.
did do something the past 5 wanted by killing the Emperor of Etradale later. So
That's true. That's true.
Um,
Next season.
there you go.
The next season,
Plague season.
Auric and Sloane, and Nia. Nia was Nia with us?
No, Neo was still in jail, I think.
That's right. You were still in jail. Okay, yes, because Raylia. Yeah, okay. Auric and Sloane began making their way back to Montecoulier, where they were intercepted by Henry's army, who, you know, we have a relationship with the Everheart, so we were accepted and rode with them. And back in the actual city of Montecoulier, there was a big problem. Plague spreading everywhere. Terrible. Nia in jail. Nia escaped jail through use of bad guys.
Don't talk about my brother like that.
He's a dick. Meets Saren, played by Kelsey, who's like, look at this poor little baby that needs to be set straight. I'm gonna take her in and fix her. And
Kelsey
did.
is best party mom. Let's be honest. She was
She
great.
kind of did.
Yeah. Love you, Kelsey.
Miss you.
Eventually also meeting up with Ignis.
The Burninator. That's right.
The Burninator. Oh my god. I'm forgetting Aaron's handle. Can someone give me Aaron's handle? for that?
Yaroshian.
Yaro Shien, thank you. Played by Yaro Shien, who has been enlisted by the city, essentially, to help them purge those who are sick and burn the bodies, and sometimes they're not dead yet when it happens. And he became the Ash Man known in the town, and terrifying. And eventually Auric and Sloane get there. They do get in, even though there is a kind of barricade due to the quarantine. Auric kills some bullies with a black hole in the kind of poor part of town, and then meets people and learns some cool pharomancy magic. We all meet up with the Umber Hearts we have some supper, we have some dinner. There's some angry eyes going around because Nia hasn't seen Auric and Sloane for a long time, and she's all badass now and angsty, and they're all
6
like,
months,
we've
damn
been
it."
through some shit, and she's like, me too, and then we were like, but like, we didn't leave you. Yes, you did. No. You killed my boyfriend. I'm sorry I killed your boyfriend. And then, but I also did some bad stuff too. I killed everyone you ever knew in your entire life, Sloane.
Sloane also did that to me, to be fair.
That's true, actually.
There's a bit of a tit for tat going on there, yeah.
Yeah. And then while we're all like, Jesus Christ, why are we all so dysfunctional? This little creepy girl showed up and turned Auric's hand into a spider hand, and then started to just destroy everything because she's one of the 5.
Turned a man into a room.
Yep. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah,
Usually one of the most
curtains.
fucked up things Kyle's ever put in this game.
She made a man
was the
room,
man that was a
which
room.
is exactly, I think, what you probably think in your head. The walls were his skin. We killed her big old flesh golem, or did we? Or did we escape? I don't think we killed it.
I think you
We ran
escaped. I
away.
think you were like, nah, just ran away.
No, we ran away
we-
because it was.
We
doing
ran
some
to a
damage.
hag who teleported us, if I remember correctly.
That's right. We started running away, and Ignis meets a hag, trades his soul for us to get away, and any survivors we have with us, I think. The teleport from this hag botched teleport. This is what happens when you order a teleport from a hag in the basement. Nia and Sloane end up somewhere else. Auric
The worst
and
combo.
right? To deal with their shit, Auric, Saren, and Ignis end up in another place where we actually end up in the capital. Capital, right? It was in the capital?
Yeah. I know.
That's-
I'm gonna.
Am I getting into the next season?
I think we are blending seasons here.
That's about the end of where it ended when you guys teleported and
You're
you realized
right.
you were separated.
That was. You're correct. Correct.
All right. I will quickly take season 5. I'll make it fairly short. You get into the city. You agree to do some sides, Nia and Sloan, I believe it was, agree to help the besieging army, which was, oh god, I can't remember, the bad ones. The Marius. It was actually Marius and the Umberheart were the besieging
it was the
armies
Marius
because the Van were trying to create a sort of religious dictatorship within the city. It was pretty bad.
We need to clarify things. I was completely wrong on that.
Right.
So we can clarify that after.
Later on we can do that.
After game.
But yep, they eventually get in, they catch up. Sean makes a little boy his apprentice. Because he was like, oh, you can do magic. Here, do magic. And then we rolled on the wild magic table and summoned a demon, and that was interesting. They defeated that, though. And then they went off and they found Bob. And Bob had been wildly successful. But as they left Bob's place, it was a whole year had passed and new blood moon. And Death showed up being like, yo, Sean, we're gonna need to make an agreement here.
Talk to me.
We're gonna be yes.
I mean, when you become a
Death
god, are you just
showed
playing
up
the
to
player
Sean's
at that
house
point?
and was like, hello.
I was like, oh shit. Something we didn't mention in any of these seasons. Oryx becoming a god slowly, and Death was like, I want a favor when you ascend.
Yeah. And that's pretty much what happened. There you ended up being part of the rebellion to overthrow the Van because they were being dicks. You killed...
Yeah, part of the rebellion.
Did you kill
As
Saren's brother?
We did.
Wound him?
No,
That was Sloan who killed Saren's brother.
in
Sloan
single
killed Saren's
combat.
brother in single combat. That's right.
And then Saren summoned war through the rebellion, and we were running away. And when we got to the boats, we had to sink some ships to get away. And also.
Nia died.
Yeah.
Nia died.
And then you went to
yeah.
Turtle
Well, that was the start of the
Island.
next season.
So Turtle Island is
No, we got her brother out because Sloan made the deal to become War Daddy's bride.
Yeah.
Jesus.
We're gonna jump Turtle Island because we are getting there in time. I'm gonna have Shelby take it. Now this season is where we've actually lost 3 or 4 episodes, which is why it's been so hard for me to get all the VODs up because I have to get things sorted. But Shelby, quick as you can, Turtle Island.
We arrived at Turtle Island to try and broker some peace between all these scattered nations, as Turtle Island is largely a neutral ground of there's no fighting within the town limits
United
unless
Nations.
it's in the fighting pits. So I was gonna say, oh no, never mind. We tried to get in on that, and then Nia met Aaron's parents, and they were very mad at her. And then she met her dad and finally said, fuck you, Dad. And it was glorious. While Saren slowly became queen of the Northern Alliance and the Southern Alliance broke off. And then we tried to leave Turtle Island. The Southern Alliance was like, no.
Overlooking a whole part of why the Southern Alliance was like, no. Your brother...
Oh yeah, that happened.
Went, fuck you to all of us.
Yeah, no, fucking Pain went, Sam and Pain showed up to talk to Neo and she tried to talk to a god because they were like, no, gods are bad. And Pain went and ham in a building and might have killed a bunch of people and started a problem. So we had to leave, as we always do.
Delegates from the Southern Alliance.
I know. Listen, all right, I'm sorry they're shitty people.
But we did get away.
And so
after
we got away, but
we
got away, but this is actually where Nia died in the process. And so fucking John over here decided, I'm gonna go kill 1,000 people with the War Daddy gun.
Oh, we also forgot to mention I lost my soul at some point in this.
Yeah, you lost your soul in season 2.
That's not true. I lost my soul right before we got to Turtle Island.
Was it? Oh, well, damn.
Yep.
Yeah. So Sean is soulless, so, doesn't really have or Auric is soulless, so doesn't really have a moral compass, but still killed 1,000 people to bring back one person.
I killed 500. War Daddy killed 500.
You collectively killed 1,000. The blood is on both of your hands. And,
Technically, the blood's all over their island because it was mostly magic. There was no hands involved.
I believe the trajectory from that point was towards Jotunheim, and where we confronted
Jotunheim.
Sorry. I have a Norse game where we're going to Jotunheim.
Yeah,
Right.
we sailed across to the Marvel universe and start fighting.
No, I'm in a Norse game where we're literally going to Jotunheim, so sorry. Jotunheim, in which we confronted Nia's brother, Hexen, who had mutated into a giant hand monster, and it was terrible.
Yeah.
We also met Tig.
And we met Tig.
We met Tig.
So I'm going to have Sean quickly recap the Jotunheim and maze and stuff. You're nuts.
Yeah, it's actually so Jotunheim, we took care of Hexen, and then we made our way to Zonthal's Tower, where we were meant to go to find some stuff. We circumvented some dangerous things, and then we got to Zonthal's Tower, the town, and met an old friend, a certain Mr. Saros, once played by Agent Number 1. And he was here to kill Auric because Auric had gotten too magical, but also because twist, he's been serving the Void, which is one of the horsemen. In a very epic battle, I slaughtered him, and
you turned him literally into goo on the ground.
I turned him into goo, and I took his soul and put it in a jar. I still have it to this day.
And then Demon took your fancy magic orb, I think, if I remember correctly, along with his magic item. It was like...
It did not take my orb, because it... No, you're right. It did take my orb.
Yeah, because I'm taking these balls.
Because my eye is Tig's eye. Yes, it took that. It also didn't take my soul came back, though. Long story short. And then we made our way to Zonthal's Tower after a little bit of trauma dumping between Tig and Auric. And then we we got to the tower, puzzles, mazes, stone throwing competitions.
That was really fun. I like that little puzzle section.
Really just tortured this guy who couldn't die by killing him over and over again until he was too tired. And then made it to the end where we encountered War and fought her.
And the blue head of Tiamat, I believe.
Yes. The undead blue-headed Tiamat was in the next room after. Right? Was in the next, or was it before that?
It was before
You're right, it was
because War
before
came
that.
to claim Bahamut as a mount.
Correct.
We're standing on the body of Bahamut.
That's what it was. So we met the blue head of Tiamat, who is this undead dragon. Of prophecy fulfilled, Nia killed the blue head of Tiamat in that form at least, and thus birthed a little baby Tiamat-like kitten dragon. And then we fought War. And that resulted in us finding this room with a bunch of super cool magic stuff. I got a staff. Some people got some other stuff. And then
that doesn't matter. I got stuff.
A hole in reality ripped open. Oh yeah, and then also we sealed Sloane away because she was becoming War.
Because her sword absorbed the soul of War.
Exactly, and she was becoming War, and she was about to start doing bad stuff. So we froze her until Tiamat returns using the spell that I can't remember the name of.
You sequestered her away.
Sequester. That's it.
I love that you take notes. Thank you, Sarah.
And then Rip in reality to hell opens up. Tig is like, let's go. Quick. Let's go.
Yep. Tig wanted her free ice cream.
So went to hell. Tig showed up and went, this is my third time. Do I get a free ice cream? Yes, she did later on. You all had to fight your own personal sins and demons as you climbed a hill of bad. Some of you had a harder time than others. Apparently, Tig's never sinned, but Auric has a lot. Got through the gates of hell, went to Dis.
Relativity.
Talked to Despater. Sent to 6th layer. Went for a bit of a run. Found Leaf. Leaf took you on a bit of a trip to see Glacia. Glacia was like, yo, your brother's back, Nia. I want to have him for dinner. And not
Just took
actually
him
eat
after
him,
that.
but just literally just had dinner with him and chatted to a literal pristine soul. And that's all that happened. Definitely all that happened with Glacia and her succubi.
I
Anyways,
don't believe that at all.
the party then went off and went to Mephistopheles. Deals were made. People were talked to. Some got engaged. And he was like, yo, go stab Moloch a lot. He's a general of hell and really powerful and causes problems. So you done did that. I have skipped the part where you crashed someone's dinner party, who was another Archdevil, who you also had to fight later on. But yeah, the final fight of that season was a fight between the party, and then Moloch, general of hell, and I think it was Bell, another Archdevil who usually resides over the first layer when Zariel isn't there. But he'd been kicked out and he wanted his way back in. After beating that, you were sent back to the mortal plane. Yes, you did talk to something big and bad and scary, but we won't go into that right now because I actually have all these files and we'll put them up hopefully pretty soon. And when you arrive, you're back outside Xunthal's tower with a chest of goodies, which you divvied up between you. And that leads us to pretty much now. So, after half an hour of recap, sorry everybody.
You did ask us to recap 6 seasons or 5 seasons. How many
Yeah,
seasons?
it's
This
like
is
3
literally
years of
3
recap.
years of our lives you asked us to condense into like.
Yes, I did want to just go through all of this only because it's
Took a big break.
we took a big break and there's a lot
We're
to cover.
starting a new adventure.
And yes, it'll help you all understand very basic things as we go through this season. Okay.
'Cause
So-
we're basic.
As you all stand there, you've opened this chest, you've pulled the things out you need.
Pick up my sunblade and I'm really fucking happy to see it again.
I imagine you are.
Fuck the scimitar of sharpness, man. I want a D8, not a D6.
Auric,
Yeah.
you remember that you left Tamel underground in a caved-in room. But you also know that you have a lot more power now. You have teleport freely. The world has usually been fairly against teleporting. It's quite hard to do, but with your newfound power of pretty much demigod at this stage, you can circumvent some of the rules of magic.
Can we get my dad, please?
Bless you.
I'm glad I managed to mute that for everyone else. Not you guys though. Fuck you guys. Alright, so
Wow, thanks. Glad we're good friends, Kyle.
we are the best of
I
friends.
take that bless back.
Feeling the love.
Taking away your D4.
So what would you like to do?
Can we get dad back? Can we please get dad out of the cave?
I'm gonna sit on the floor and cry. Because we just left
Ah.
Leaf behind.
Yeah, oh god,
And
there's
Leaf
a lot of
just
emotions.
got stabbed.
Where are we?
You are literally out the front of the maze
Okay.
near Zonthal's tower. However, with the dragon dead and the tower half destroyed by a wall crashing through the roof of it, the magic of the maze is more or less gone. You can just fly over it and not have to walk through it.
What about the ground? Is it still shaking from Bahamut?
No, not anymore. As you're sitting there, your little kidder dragon sort of like jumps up, looks inside the box, gets inside the box, and it's just keeps popping up its head, looking over at you and down. And it's just playing.
Mel was still in that cave.
I think Auric is also sitting on the ground like Tig. He's just sort of wiping dirt from his hands. Like the last bits of hell left on us. We were foolish.
I don't know what else we were supposed to do.
There wasn't much to do. But it doesn't negate our foolishness and trusting devils.
It's not foolish to trust in devils. It's simply the nature of what we are and what they are. But they don't do stuff unless someone messes with them first. They don't just do it for fun, not like that. So it's a balance of you can't have life without death, you know? It's just the way it goes, but it doesn't make the owie any less owie.
There is no balance.
Yeah, there is.
No. There are lies built by creatures. And Auric stands up and dusts his hands off, and it's his face. All the emotions gone again as he walks over to Nia.
Have you ever stopped to consider maybe you're the person who's bringing it back into balance?
Yeah.
That is what I've been told.
Well, then maybe you're wrong about them not being a balance. Well, she stands up and she'll try to pluck the kitty from the box, but I don't imagine that's going to be an easy thing to do.
It's not too bad.
Hey, come on, we've got to go.
You kind of pick it up, and because it's only a little baby, its claws kind of hold on for a second, then it's up, and it just kind of takes off from one shoulder, will fly around a few times and land on the other one.
Okay, you can sit there. Just idly be giving it chin scratches. Every kitty loves chin scratches.
Mm-hmm.
It's just something to think about, you know?
There's an abundance to think about. Nia, do you have any belongings of Tamel's?
I imagine she would have something of his.
Probably have something. At this point,
yeah, because
people
I've
are
been with
starting
Tamel
to come out of their houses and gather around you as well.
Oh dear.
Because, the people that fucked up half their town are back.
Why do we cause trouble everywhere?
Or kind of puts a hand up. What?
Tig's just gonna walk off and find some the edge of the forest and just start digging a hole.
There's that patch in the middle of town you could go to. You could walk through town. They will open up you're huge. They'll be like, nope, not dealing with that. As you kind of walk through.
Valid.
I'm just gonna start walking this slowly. Tig has an overwhelming sense of sad, her leaves are actually wilting.
One of them comes up to you, Auric, and he's like, "Sir, we were told to," and he just kind of puts his head down and hands you a folded piece of paper with it's got a bloody smudged fingerprints across the back of it.
Orc will take it and open it.
Okay. Sloane has written a message here. Would you like to just make... I'm going to say just an intelligence check, because her writing is not easy to understand.
Oh, shit. Rogue dice.
Rogue dice, no.
21.
Okay. In essence, it says, came back, don't know why, found Tamel, dug my way out, why weren't you here?
Auric reads it, and his hand is shaking a little bit, holding the letter. His eyes go a little wide. There was this... Yeah, we all got injured in that fight, so there's a little blood coming out of his nose and lip. And he'll just kind of crumble the letter up.
What's wrong? What happened? What did it say?
Sloane's return.
What?
Something must have happened with the release of the heads. Triggered this quested end. She dug her way out with Tamel. Which is frustrating because we could have been there in 10 minutes. Now we don't know where they are.
Nia's going to hand you what I'm going to say is a dagger that Tamel made for her at some point. This was his. If you need something of his, take this.
Yes.
If you can find him.
Sir, are you staying in town? You were told to look after you by the big one.
Do you know where she went?
She said she was looking for a friend on a boat, I think. We thought you were dead. It's been a long time.
How long has it been?
About a year and a few months.
What?
I'm not sure exactly.
Tamel was down there for a year?
Oh no, he came out early on with the big lady.
Her name is Sloane.
Sloane? Sloane. Okay. Well, they came out really pretty soon. They waited for about 6 months. But they had to leave because the lady started bleeding from her hands. So they went looking for a boat.
Or we have to go. We have to find them. We have to find Tig and we have to find them.
They were they were staying with the innkeeper. He might know something better. And he kind of looks around to see if the innkeeper's come out. He walks away from it as you guys are chatting amongst yourselves.
Lost a year. We lost a year.
Nia. I need to
What if the alliances have broken down?
If the alliances have broken down, they would have broken down anyway. There's nothing we could do about that.
You have to speak a bit louder there, Sean.
If the alliances have broken down, If the alliances have broken down, there was nothing we could have done about that. That was not our quest.
What about Saren?
I need to rest. and then I can look for them. I can look for all of them and check on them. I need to rest.
Okay.
The right spells are not prepared.
The innkeeper, not the same one you guys met, but comes along. Like, hi. You're a big girl, she said. Sloane, you said, right?
Yes, that is correct.
Before she left, she said she was going across to Etradale. If that's... Have you got a place there that you know of? That she might be? She kinda said you were a spider god, so we should do what you say. She had us build a church? She's a bit crazy, actually. And you can see what was once like sort of it would have been a church to oh my god, I'm forgetting my own god's name. Saranoric. The sun has been changed to have, and she's just put like wooden spider legs.
Nia does not
side of it.
approve of this at all. As follower of Saranaric, I am not happy about this one fucking bit.
They just changed the
That's not
sun
a
to look
Saranaric
like
temple. That's an Auric temple.
a kid's version of a spider. And yes.
Or do you think maybe she went back to Etradale?
Yes. I mean, that seems to be what this man is saying. But she can't get off this island. Or this part of... she would climb. Orcs realizing she would do whatever she could to... She
Also,
wouldn't wait for a boat.
It's also been a year, so I think she's had plenty of time to figure out a mode of transportation, and Tamel's a good babysitter.
That's true. That is true. Godless, I need to rest.
Alright.
If it's been a year, I need to check up on things.
Yeah, me too.
Is there anything that you have of Saren's? Something she's...
Yes. And Nia,
You-
it's not in her portrait, but Nia's been wearing Saren's scarf, because Saren gave it to her
At the
before we
motion
left.
of at the mention of Saren, everyone sort of stands up and steps back like, you know the warlord.
What?
The-
She's a warlord?
the-
That's not Nia's voice. She's a
War
warlord?
lady? She runs the Northern Alliance.
She's still alive then.
We had a half dozen people recruited from our town.
She's my sister.
Oh? He seems a bit shocked at that. Well, what do you need?
We
See,
just need...
Let my
shelter.
friend here rest. Place he can rest.
Look, I don't really believe a lot of what I'm hearing, that you're a god, you're the warlord's sister, but the church will take you in. I can provide food if you need it.
Yes, that will do.
So he'll take you to...
I'm not
The-
going into Spider God Church, saying it now. Not going into
You
the
can
desecrated
sleep
house of my
outside, it's
god.
fine.
I'll sleep in the little grass area with my cat. It'll be fine.
Okay. You get taken to the doors of the church, and he uses the big knocker, just doof, 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 and the doors open. the rafters and the corners of this wide room, large room, with its high windows, standard ye olde defensible church, made fairly strong, thick with spider webs. And as you, I guess, step in, Sean, are you going to enter?
Yeah, Oric will enter. Yeah, the inside of it's just like a traditional church. Just
Yeah,
like one
just
large,
very spidery.
just very spidery. Yeah.
Another reason I'm not going inside.
As you,
Is it just one floor?
yes, there's a bell tower to it, which also acts as a watchtower for the town. Very tall. As you enter, this large spidery creature descends from the end of the room on the roof. As it hits the ground, it turns and you see it's got the upper body of a humanoid, the lower body spider. You've heard of these before. In Elven Forest, they were always considered to be horrible, horrible creatures of the Dark Ones. The Trider.
Hate it.
It scuttles up to you, Sean. Oric, I should say. Sorry, I keep using your actual name.
I see no drider.
Yeah, I know. It would be worrying if you
Could
did.
you imagine if a spider just came down?
I am the spider god. And it kneels before you.
Oric would Oric is not like his face reads, I'm not in the mood for this. As he walks past this Drider, and as he walks past you, just all he'll say to it right now, at least, is never kneel.
How then do I show obeisance to my god?
Stand straight and tall.
And it will rise to its full, 10 and 11 foot tall height.
You are no slave.
But I am a servant. Given power. Speak your. And you can see, as you walk further in, you walk past it, it's the weirdest thing. It's like webbed tapestry, where this creature has made images of things you've done and said, and it's sort of writing the Book of the Weaving One at the end of the, on the pew. The pew? Yeah, whatever it is. The thing in a church you stand at and you put a book on, you read it to the mass. That thing.
The altar?
Altar.
No.
That's it.
Oh yeah. Or lectern.
Lectern. That's actually what I'm looking for. Yes.
Yeah, it's called a lectern.
Pew is different. That's the chair.
Pew is where you
Pew
sit.
is
Pew is where the
the
worship
rows.
sits.
Yeah. Cool. Thank you. Look, I'm not a church man.
Well, no. The
I've
Catholic
been in
school's
church
coming
since I
back.
was 7.
I've been in church since I was in Catholic school.
Yeah, same.
I'm sorry.
Oh no, our childhood education returns.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Anyways, on the lectern, and it's, you can see is literally things this thing couldn't have known he's written about. He's got notes of your time in hell, even.
Oric would like as he took the few steps past this Drider, it would take him aback, and he would stop in the whatever light is dwindling in here, and turn around and look at the Drider now. What is your name?
My. And he sort of like looks down. You weren't given names in the forest.
Then choose one.
And he doesn't kneel because you said not to, but he bows his head to you. I would be honored if my lord would give me.
Pickles.
Pickles. Oric would look at him and say, "Your name is First."
First. I am First, voice of the Weaver.
Yes.
And as you've given him a name, you see a thread come from you and link to him. As you've somewhat metaphysically accepted your first real follower and priest.
Oric will, he's really just been like leaning against it because he's still, I left hell with some HP, but I am still tired and hurt. He's been leaning on the staff, but I guess he'll kind of stand up straighter at this, and he will tap the staff on the ground, echoing in the church, and the orb within it would light and separate as his eye used to into the weaves of time that it used to do, and a mote will go out and enter into First's chest, as I will give him a mote of luck.
Okay. You can cast 9th level spells currently, can't you?
Yes, but I am out of spell slots.
That's fine. And you recognize this as you've done it. And music starts up in the room, and you're not quite sure where it's coming from until you realize that hundreds of thousands of spiders have descended and are like rubbing mandibles and legs and making this sort of like eerie but kind of pretty music around the room. And you see that he was like a dabbler in magic. He could cast a couple cantrips and like a first level spell, but with your acceptance, he can now cast 3rd level spells. With this acceptance, you are fully healed, and you feel this web go out to all the people that have heard of you, believe in you. You hear the Weaver, the Manipulator, the Fate Binder, the Devourer, the Hungerer, the God who is not. Sean.
Yes. So
I want you to choose
titles down.
3 of your spells that are 7th level or less.
Seventh level or less.
They need to be Divination
Okay.
or Dunamancy. While you're looking at that, I will bounce across to Nia. What you doing?
As the creepy like spider theremin
I'm
music is
muting would
coming out of the
probably-
temple.
Yeah, no, Nia fucking noped out of that shit so fucking fast. She, I think, is going to go to that little center of town where that cute little forest was, where she did her first, like, relatively successful Saranark ritual when the little dragon ate the fruit. And I think she's just gonna hang out there because this girl has 20 hit points and she hurts in a lot of different places, and I think just wants to, like, sit against a tree and take a nap.
Okay. Kind of sit there, start taking a nap, and then you hear this. And it's the echoing of Sean tapping his scepter, which shakes the trees. It's like a shockwave just across the town.
Can I just...
Blows all the
Nia
dust away.
Nia
And
just
then-
looks up at the fucking sky and it's like, just one break. Just one fucking break, please.
All
No
the
more crazy
spiders
shit.
that live in the forest descend and start playing creepy music for you as well. It happens across this entire town. Auric doesn't realize it because he's inside a church and it's kind of, oldie-timey churchy. It's a bit muffled in there.
I'm gonna be honest, I think Nia's so tired at this point, she just like frustratingly cries about like, I just wanted a nap. I didn't want any more of this crazy shit. I just went through hell for fuck's sake. Damn it, Auric.
You're tired enough, I'd say, that you see this and like you might slink down away from the cloud of spiders above you, but then you fall asleep.
Yeah.
Little kitty purring on your chest.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. That's all this girl wants.
Okay. What are you doing, Tig?
Well, Tig's got no idea what's been happening, so she's actually just gone for a really sad walk to the center of town to where that nice grassy, planty kind of area is, and she's gonna dig a hole and bury a bone in there from when we were in the fire plane.
Mhm.
And she was playing with Leaf's dog. 'Cause
Yeah.
She kept
Held it,
and
yeah.
put it in a bag. She's gonna put it in the ground, and I'm gonna snap off one of my twigs, one of my antler extensions.
Mhm.
Not the whole antler.
The sap
um,
leaks out a bit.
Yeah. And I'm just like, and then I'm just gonna put it in the bone, and then bury it, like cover it up with some dirt, and then just press it down, and I'm just gonna curl up next to it and talk to it, because this is all she can really do. And hi, Leaf. I know you probably can't hear me, but everything goes around and comes back around again. So wherever you are, to Tig, you were a good person. For the time that Tig knew you, you were a good person. I know you were a bad guy at some points. That's why you ended up where you were, but you were a good guy when Tig knew you. So to Tig, you're a good person. And that's all that really matters. I'm sorry that you ended up where you did. And Tig is sorry that she couldn't help you more, because that was all Tig wanted to do. But I remember all your pictures, and I put a bone here, so that if your dog gets lonely or gets lost or he wants to come over here, he can, and there's a snack for him. And it's got my antler here, so he knows it's from me. So he has a place to be when it grows, because it turns out time works weird here. So probably by the time he figures out how to come through, it will be a nice big tree, like the tree that Tig grew into for Tig's wife. So it can be a home for him. Yeah.
I'm sorry the others aren't here with me to say goodbye. So I say goodbye for them. Yeah. Bye.
Little twig sits behind you and like grabs your antler on your head and like rolls it back, like kind of like as if you're trying to like, get you
Aw.
to sit in his lap, and then just like
Yeah.
strokes your head with his little
Oh,
twig hands.
Oh, Leaf. Oh, my little twiggy baby boy.
Now we had the Haribar last year, right?
We did, yeah.
Yes, that's when the paladin thingy.
Yeah, just making sure, because I'm like, I should probably reset that and not have it sitting there at 100,
Yeah.
because
I thought you were about to say it goes off again, and I was about to be like, "Fucking no, Kyle!"
yeah, that's it. I didn't want you to lose your damn mind, so I'll fix that.
I was about to, so goddamn.
Yeah.
Okay, Auric, have you decided what 3 spells you want?
I have. Of my spells, I've chosen Temporal Shunt,
Yep.
Tether Essence, and Scrying.
So, I'm going to mute the mic for the stream for a second so I can type this out. But, wait just 1 second, I'll get you to repeat those.
Oop. I messed it up.
Alright. Temporal Shunt is your, reaction-based one, right?
Correct.
Okay. Tether Essence is an action,
Correct.
and Scrying is a ritual, right?
It's not technically ritual. It just takes 10 minutes to cast.
Okay. Scrying, provided you're doing it on someone that worships you, believes you, follows you, is free and can be done as an action.
Free as an instant action.
Yeah, like just if you're in combat, it's an action. If you're not in combat, it's just done.
Cool.
Temporal Shunt, as much as I am going to regret this, the DC for it, you can add 1 to it. And if you wish to, you can... What level is Temporal Shunt?
Temporal Shunt is... Where's my favorite spell?
Yes. Your let's fuck with the DM spell.
Temporal Shunt is 5th level.
Okay. If you cast it at 7th level or higher, you can change the save that needs to be made. So I think it's Constitution normally?
Temporal Shunt, I believe, is it's Wisdom.
Okay. Well, you can change it from Wisdom to something else.
Love it.
And Tether Essence, you can now cast as a bonus action.
Ooh, that is actually very nice.
So this is you accepting your power. I was gonna just give you a level, but that's kind of crap. Let's give you something a bit more interesting. So do you just go to sleep in the church?
Yeah, I mean, once once first leaves me alone, I'll
Oh, he's
I'll
very
find
like
a-
reverential. If you sit down, he'll stay like 20 feet away. But if you like sit up and be like, "Is there water?" Like it's just there instantly. Like he's like, "Yep, got it." Wine, got it. Food, he bring like when the guy comes to the door and brings it to you, he ushers the guy away and like brings it to you very respectfully.
But yeah, so I suppose I'll hole up in like whatever like clergy quarters there are here. And Auric is he tries to stay up to write, to start writing his own kind of thoughts down on all of this, but also to he doesn't really write much to add to it, but he starts to reread a lot of the stuff he wrote in Hell. and maybe occasionally writing in the margins. But mainly, he's just going to try to do some work, but is too tired and falls asleep in his own books.
The next morning, if you guys need to use die go nuts, you're muted, Shelby. The next morning, first has already fetched you breakfast, Oric, and it's sitting there, and he's like, "The dreams were more powerful last night. Thank you, Lord."
What do you see in these dreams?
Your life, your teachings, your words, filling out your Gospels. And he holds up the Book of the Weaving One.
How far back do you see in my life? Well, I suppose I should say what is the furthest back?
He flicks back to the start, and there's this very beautifully rendered image of you opening some ravenous spell in a forest on the first page, surrounded by a spiderkin of different types.
Oric looks visibly upset when he sees this, like he's disappointed. Like he was excited as he was turning the pages, and then his his face immediately drops. But he pulls it together.
You're a very intelligent elf man. So roll a religion check and a arcana as well.
Not roll very well, truthfully. Religion is a 14, and Arcana is an 18. Rolled a natural 1, rolled a 3, so...
You rolled a natural 1 and a 3.
I rolled a 3 for religion, and I rolled a natural 1 for Arcana. For a 13 and a 17.
Alright, I'll give you this much. Those two combined give you
30.
No. I'm not literally adding the numbers.
Just trying to get whatever I can.
They You think that the visions that or the dreams this creature is getting are somewhat influenced by you. Obviously, this is when they considered you a god, so it's the first image. But it's only been sort of like accidentally every night you've sent these visions out to your worshippers. You're not sure what that means, what can be done with that yet. Maybe it will take reading. You have some very powerful tomes on you that might help, and it might just take some lovely experimenting, which is your favorite thing. But you might be able to do something with this. Sure of it.
Okay. I think Oric would just sort of run his hand across the rendering of that night. Now, which would now be a year and change ago. Like a year and a half ago. Actually more than that. And this is like also one of the few times in his life where a year and a half seems like a long time.
been pretty full on.
And he'll drag his hand across the page and then pull it back. Kind of even just look at his own fingertips as he runs his hand over it. Thank you. That will be all for this morning. I must go and seek some companions that I've arrived with.
Sort of just bows, doesn't kneel, doesn't, still showing that he thinks he's lesser than you, obviously, but sticking to what you said.
And Orc will give him a nod.
Okay. Whatever spells you need to prepare, I'll just say you've prepared as you've eaten breakfast and flicked through and done your thing. Is there anything you would like to do, Tig and Nia, this morning? Are we just ready to get out of this town?
I want to get the fuck out of here and find my dad. So.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hang on. I just want to clarify the town that we're in.
Mm-hmm.
This is a good town of good people.
It's a town of people.
I'm just trying to. My brain's really foggy at the moment because I'm kind of sick. So I'm trying to.
This town is.
Where are we?
In the middle of a barbarian / demon worshipping place. They seem to be the only normal people around, and that's mostly because they had protection from the tower here.
Got it.
Like outside of this place, the ground is literally all messed up from the energies emanating from different places, but this town is normal.
Okay. All right. Well, I will snap off a few twigs, and I'm actually going to plant those as well around this big one here, and just sort of try and put a bit of love and energy into them, which I know is not really a spell I can do, but that's what I would like to do. Try and just encourage them to grow some little roots and just start cementing their place in the earth and growing some goodness here.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll start heading to where I left my friends yesterday and just sort of wander around listlessly, looking around for them. Still feeling kind of sad and leaves are wilting a little bit, but I'm going to just soak in the sunlight while I'm waiting for someone to realize that a giant tree woman is standing here looking weird.
Oh, they all notice. They're just avoiding.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for a particular friend. I'm waiting for Icky. So I'm just going to be like,
Okay, I'll say you all kind of come together just outside the little forest area a couple hours after sunrise. I guess that means, Auric, where are you taking these people?
Yes.
Hello.
I am going to... Sorry, 1 second. I just need to check one thing. When Auric arrives, I'll say, just to prompt a little roleplay while I'm looking a few things up. Auric just immediately starts like setting up several rituals on the ground. He is walking around in the dirtiest part where there's not grass and there's just sort of dirt, and is with his staff just kind of dragging it around on the ground, creating shapes and whatnot, and sprinkling chalk inside those shapes, as he then would eventually just sit down crisscross and pull out just a shard of glass that he begins a ritual over.
I'm going to copy what Auric is doing as he's doing it with my own little version. So I've got Twig. I'll be like, hey, we're gonna okay. And I'll get him to like go like Superman pose and be like, shh. I'm just doing my own ritual. Like, aha, see, I've learned what you're doing.
Auric, noticing this, would hand Tig some non-magical chalk.
Me just go to my
I'll eat it.
wild magic table.
I'll eat half
Dear
of it.
fucking
and, like,
God,
lick it.
can you not? No components are being used, therefore no magic is being cast.
It's fine.
So I'm just lick it.
I swear to God, if you blow up this fucking campaign here, I'm gonna be really fucking angry.
Shh. And I'm gonna crunch it up in my hands and just be like,
Just
ta-da!
just a puff of
Yes.
chalk comes out.
Yep. And I'm gonna lick my hands and paint on some war paint.
Mostly you have chalk on your tongue right now.
Yes.
Oric would look to Tig and give it an approving smirk, and then say, "You look like Sloane now."
That's
Point to
the
the
idea.
face. Well, let's find out where she is.
Mhm.
And Oric will put the glass down in the center of the circle and cast Scry.
To find the Sloan, we must become the Sloan.
I'm gonna also put the dagger down, and I'm not gonna cast it on Sloan. I'm gonna cast it on Tamel.
Okay. You... You don't get a very good read. Something is blocking it.
Me, come on.
You know that they are east, southeast, like you kind of your perspective like zooms up into the sky and like flies over the mountains across the land, and then it just kind of like it's like you hit something. There's these massive runic markers in the sky of like a force field that you can't get past. Someone has set up some magic to intentionally stop scrying. They're in that direction for sure, and I'd say that your vision kind of like swirls around this dome of magic that goes maybe it stretches from the Crystal Forest to almost Turtle Island, and from the mountain range to the shores all the way to the east of Etradale. So it pretty much covers the bottom half of Etradale and then out over like everywhere you've been this campaign that's not Duskfall pretty much is covered. And just make an intelligence check at disadvantage. This is not your forte, so what do we get?
18.
18. The size and scale of these is... What was that?
I said I should start giving myself guidance.
The size and scale of these is something that's been massively planned, but you're not sure why.
Okay.
It's not a small thing to protect half a battle cell. It's not a small thing to protect half a country and the waters around it.
Okay.
But they are in that area. You just don't know where.
So yeah, Oric will come out of that trance and look to the other two and say, something is blocking divination magic in the eastern half of Etradale.
Can I pause you for a second?
Mm-hmm.
How is there any D&D law that says how long these scryings take place, or is it an instant sort of thing?
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Yeah, that's to set up the ritual, but when you actually...
No, you have your sensor for 10 minutes.
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
the created sensor lasts for 10 minutes.
And can you... You don't hear and see things from your own perspective, do you, when you're in that
You
sensor?
hear and see them from the sensor.
Yeah, so you've gone...
So it's not... Yeah,
out,
it's
and
it's
you
like
don't
using
know
a...
what's happening
it's
around
like
you. Yeah.
Correct. It's like using a a familiar, looking through a familiar, except it's through the sensor and it can't move.
Okay. So, as you do yours, and Tig goes slow and puts her hands into the sky. Tig, Nia, you hear a bear roar.
I'm gonna roll back.
Okay. Your biggest, beariest roar.
Nia's progressively just looking more and more fucking tired of all of this crazy shit and lamenting why it can't ever just fucking be easy for once.
A bear made of bark and tree comes lumbering out of the forest, and it looks from one of you to the other and sees the ritual and dissolves into thousands and thousands of little spiders, which move up to form like a face, kind of like the baby face from the Matrix.
Yeah, Nia's gonna leave at this. Not putting up with this. Come get me when you figure out where my dad is.
What do you need of me, child? Looking to you, Tig. Because you have spells as a totem barbarian.
I do.
And one is commune with nature. I'm gonna count this as you've never done it before and you've just accidentally done it.
Yeah.
So
I can't. I've never done it.
I love that. Accidentally casting commune with nature.
She's like, oh, ah! Oh, take me to find. Wait a minute. Wait. I need to find Sloan now. Sloan and what his name?
as Nia's just like shaking her head, walking away.
She's already gone. She was gone the moment this thing started dissolving into spiders, right? She took her cat and she left.
His name is Chimel.
You can't hear shit. You're a sensor.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Oh, okay. Never mind. I need to find Sloan. She's a big barbarian.
You wish to find war, child.
Yes. Yes, she's our family. We need to find her now. She was waiting for us.
She left with the rune speaker.
Mm-hmm. He's the other one we're looking for. He was waiting for us to return.
You've gone from Tig to Sarah.
Yeah, simply because with this guy, Tig doesn't have to be fucking stupid.
Yeah, I guess.
And
so.
if you recall,
natural. Yep,
Tig's
no
not
worries.
dumb.
Okay, so well, but anyways,
She can talk normally. She just chooses not to.
yeah, whatever. Anyways, he sort of like sits for a moment, and the spiders kind of rustle. You hear rustling in the trees and off.
Oh, okay. We go this way.
They left to a boat. Dancer. They arrived. And the whole head turns to the east. It's a city.
Okay.
My kind everywhere.
Thank you. And I just point to Auric, like, ah. Thank you. Are they still there? Do you know?
Unsure.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much.
We're always here when you need us.
Likewise.
Kronos sends his regard. As the face just, and then the spiders kind of just dissolve into this like ectoplasm on the floor and just smokes into nothing.
Great. Like dip my finger in it and
Yeah, that's
walk
Twig
over
was on the
to-
floor, like just.
Yeah, I'm just pretty much, and then I'm gonna walk over to Auric. Whoop. I'm gonna draw little cat whiskers on him. Hey, Icky, wake up. Smack
After a
him.
few minutes, you wake up and you can feel something sort of drying hard on your face.
Crusty. Icky,
Ugh.
Icky.
Oh, something's blocking the scry.
It's okay. Tig know where they are.
Where?
They
How?
went on Shadow Boat.
Yours work?
You know,
He looks it.
dancing boat.
Oh.
And they went over that way.
Oh.
And they go there.
Where's there?
To a city. That way.
Etralone?
I don't know. But they're over east. They take a dancing boat
Where'd
That
Nia
way.
go?
and they land there. They get there safe. Might be there still. The big bear told me.
Bear.
Big bear made of spiders.
Oh.
Made of spitters.
Sweat made of what?
No, a bear made
Oh.
of spitters.
Spitters. What's a spitter?
Little,
And I'll try and draw a picture of it, like a big circle, and then give it like lots of legs.
Oh, more fucking spiders. I couldn't
yeah,
God, some other creature.
yeah, more fucking spitters.
I'm sorry. Bounced back scry is giving me a terrible, terrible headache.
Yeah, but it's okay. That's why Tig did find the Sloan, and Bear came and told Tig where the Sloan is. So Tig
Alright.
became Sloan. Tig turned you sort of into Sloan, but made you pretty. And now we go.
Okay. Go find Nia. I'll finish the teleportation circle.
Okay. Where's Nia?
I wanted
I
to
wasn't
ask-
here.
No.
Twig goes skipping off roughly in the direction Nia went.
I wanted to
Can I
ask
just like
Kyle.
start sniffing
Yep.
the floor? I'll be like,
I
like
Scooby do it.
Yeah,
Yes,
I'm
Nia,
gonna
you'd like to do
Scooby do
what?
this to find her.
Alright, hold up. What would you like to do, Shelby?
I wanted to know if it was possible for Nia to find where Sloane dug her way out of that chamber.
You'd have to go. You can't fly unless you can fly.
can-
I mean,
she
I
could've-
have the fly spell.
Oh,
If you wish to fly over the maze towards the tower and then go through the tower and then find, where she dug her way out.
It's more that I'm trying to get to the closest part that I knew was the body of Bahamut, because this is literally my last
Yeah,
chance as a follower to find to like
It's-
engage with that.
It's literally you'd have to go back through the maze, through the tower, but you can fly over the maze now because the tower power.
Well, isn't like the tower like largely not magical anymore anyway? I don't
Yeah,
feel
but
like
there's
that
still,
would be
like
a
I said,
very.
you still have to get in it and through it.
I will burn a spell slot for it.
Yeah.
This is literally my only chance to do this.
All right, so you make your way downtown through
Yep.
the tower. Flying, you move quite fast. There's just skeletons in here, and whoever stayed in the tower after you passed through it, seem to have been torn apart at some point. Literally, heads arms, legs torn off.
You're good.
in place.
You're good.
Yep.
Don't really care.
You get
Nia
to,
Nia just spent like 6 days in hell. I think she's a little desensitized at this
You
point.
get to the bottom where the cave-in had happened, and you see all the rocks have been moved.
Yeah, she's gonna go in.
Okay. Where the body of Bahamut was, it's now a pit with a few platinum scales at the bottom.
Can she collect them?
You can.
I think after she's collected them, she's gonna kind of sit for a minute and don't really know if like a prayer is quite the right word. This is just a very sacred moment for any half dragon, really.
Yep.
And she didn't have a chance to really feel it before because a rift to hell opened. And this is the only chance she's going to be able to acknowledge that the body of Bahamut has been found. Something that's been searched for centuries has been found.
Yeah.
And he's been resurrected.
As you're sitting there and you're, I guess, like, not meditating, but you're sitting there reverentially, and you look up and you can see where war had come down and everything being turned in, now everything is turned out and it's much larger. So something got its ass up and flew out the roof here.
Yeah. After a little while, I think she'll make her way back out, carrying however many platinum scales were that she was able to carry.
Okay.
Her scale may have been reforged, but she still was told that she needed to reforge her symbol herself by Sarnaric.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
that's probably going to be Nia's new side project.
I'd say that by the time you get out, teleportation circle is more or less complete. With fly, you can zip down and zip out a lot easier, and you're pretty nimble, so you can probably just move full speed through corridors without worrying about breaking yourself. So you all gather on the teleportation circle, yes?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to
Back with me,
Etradale.
like,
I found her.
It seems that they are in Etradale, from what Tig has learned.
Maybe this will be better than our last visit.
Look, they are there.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. They
Perhaps
landed
we
there
should-
safely. That's what Tig knows.
I wonder where the best place to go would be.
Well, where did you teleport
Specifically-
in the first time?
Well, I had
You were in
to
like
do
the
it.
town square, right?
We were in the middle, yes. Was there anywhere quiet we gathered where we could tell them? Ah! It was the tavern we went to.
You mean Bob's?
So
Oh yeah, Bob's, that's right. I was
Bob's,
thinking of the tavern
yeah.
where we met Guy. Or
maybe
Guy,
we should just go. You know, if we find Bob, more than likely we'll find Yako, and more than likely we'll find Tamel.
That is very smart. I'm sorry, I've just got a bounce back from a scry. It scrambled my brains.
Oh God, why'd you do that to yourself? I dropped that spell for a reason.
Oh, it is so terrible. I'm so sick right now from this bounce back from the scry. That is explaining all my low rolls from that and why I didn't think of Bob's. All right, and I move some symbols on it, and I'm like, everyone ready? Hold your stomachs.
And what you'll see is, as he moves the symbols, web threads shoot up into the sky and kind of turn to become like a wrapping around you, which overlay on you, and you feel like you just get pulled up into the sky.
Why
And
is your
then-
teleportation so fucking creepy?
You watch as it happens instantly, but to you it feels like it takes maybe 5 or 6 seconds, but it's just up. And then you see these threads slam into the ground in Bob's place, and you're down, and then they just nothing.
Why is your
leans on his staff.
teleportation so fucking creepy?
And we're gonna take a quick break as you're
Yeah,
like,
you know I haven't chosen this. You think I'd ever choose spiders?
You could have told the spiders you weren't a god and killed them all. That's never stopped you before.
You know,
See what would happen.
I'm gonna just do superhero pose. Just
You stopped and you just did it because you could and you never wondered if you should.
I feel like Paul
Ulrich-
first, when he has
Ulrich
his dreams
Found
tonight,
a way.
will be like, oh, he hates us. Be very sad. Anyways, we're gonna take a quick break because it's a bit cold near the aircon's on too high and I need another coffee. So we're back in however long it takes me to turn the aircon down and get a coffee. See you all very soon. We've only got a little bit left, but yes. See you soon.
Anyway.
Bye.
Where is my button for
Bye.
break? Hello everyone and welcome back to Roll for Damage, the scales above. This episode is entitled The Calm, for no reason whatsoever. And it's been pretty chill so far. Lots of spiders. Lots and lots
I'm not
of
really
spiders.
sure I would call that a calm. Just saying.
Well, the spiders that work
It's
for
been
you,
lovely.
alright? So...
That mean nothing to an arachnophobe, man.
Fair.
Been
Okay,
lovely.
so... With a whoosh and some webs, you are in the middle of Bob's Tavern and Eatery. And everyone that's currently having lunch is very confused and staring at you as you've landed literally on a dinner table amongst all the food.
Oh,
Ta-da!
we're so very sorry.
What was that noise? Get!
I'll
I'm
to
just gonna try and get off the table and not make a scene.
He runs
Oric
up,
drops some
and
gold
as you're
down
trying to
to
get off
this
the table,
table.
very awkwardly, like, you're half down, he just wraps his arm around you. Little Leo. And puts you
Hey,
down.
Pop! She'll like hug him back as she's being like squeezed to death.
And then turns.
Hi, Pop. It's
like,
been a long time.
You're a tree.
Sloan, be nice to him, please. He's our friend. Or, sorry, Take, be nice to him, please. He's our friend.
take reach Sloan level.
Maybe.
Bob, this
He's
is
our friend.
Tig.
Hi.
Oh,
We
hello.
friends now?
You're a magic man. We're friends.
We friends now? We friends now? Okay.
He shakes your hand. This guy's big and like he would have been really strong and like ripped at one point, but now he's like fitty and fat. Still strong, but just like
Please tell me he's just wobbling like jelly.
Don't you disrespect Bob like that.
hey.
Oh, shush.
I know plenty of people in real life that like Bob, alright? Dumb as several bricks, big and strong.
Can I just like grab his sides and be like,
But sweet as hell, okay?
He is the nicest person on the planet.
And as you're
In a
like
world of
poking and
cruelty.
prodding his Santa belly, he turns to look at you, or he's like, hello, magic man.
Hello, Robert.
Bob,
Are you?
Yako?
What?
are Yako and Tamel here?
Not right now. They went out with a friend and go and get some things. Yako's he's not the same.
Is
Yeah,
he still
we didn't-
depressed?
A little bit. He got a bit hurt.
What happened?
He said he was fighting those. He looks around at the clients. Fucking elves. And he got stabbed.
Stabbed. You mean which elves?
So far,
The
The wood elves?
I don't know, the bad ones, I guess. There's a war going on. Where have you been?
In
Oh,
hell.
you're a smart one.
Yeah.
In hell?
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
It was
I know.
like
awesome.
not. This is not facetious. This is not a metaphor. Like actually in hell.
It was great.
There's-
It's Tig
No, it
third
wasn't.
visit. Tig got an ice cream.
Oric now gets off the table.
What's a facade?
I'm not.
She's
We
not
really were in
being
hell.
silly, she's being serious. We were in the literal hell.
Yeah.
Oric drops Oric does not know how to
He's just staring blankly at you. He's using words you just understand. Oh, sorry
Hot one.
that my friends ruined your dinner. They're not very considerate. Oh, free drinks for anyone whose dinner was ruined. And there's several people in the back like, my dinner was ruined. This has
Food
been...
for them too. Tig like them too. Food for them too. Food for everybody.
Okay, tree lady.
Tig pay for everything.
And I just
have
take
gold?
something out of my bag and just drop it on the table. I'm like, there's coins in there. There's gold pieces in there. I'm just
He
with,
brings
like,
you
finger
all up
bones.
to the front, and he's like, "Got a glass of milk in here. A wine
Never going to escape.
for Oric." And he just gives you some rainwater, Tig.
What time?
I
What
just
time is
plunge
it
my face
currently?
into it.
It's like 1:30, like the end of the lunch rush sort of thing.
Bob, do you mind if I get something a little stronger? I'll pay for it.
I don't know how to make stronger milk.
I meant liquor.
Robert, she's not a child anymore.
Oh, but she is, and he like ruffles her hair.
Rob, that's not polite.
I'm just gonna hold up my dragon arm.
Oh,
See,
you're
exactly.
a scaly.
It's okay.
What?
Do you have any whiskey, Bob?
Yeah, I've got with you. Goes up. Comes back with a bottle of whiskey, and he gives it to you, Oric.
Thank you.
I just lift my head out
I'll
of the
grab a
bowl.
glass and pour some for Nia.
I just lift my head out of the bowl of rainwater and I'm just like, I love Bob so much.
Gods, Bob, I have to tend bar at your establishment.
No, you
Thank
asked
you.
for a bottle of whiskey. I got you.
Okay.
Did you
How long
have-
ago did Timel leave?
About an hour maybe ago.
But they're still in the city and they'll be coming back here.
Yes. I didn't really talk to much. I was busy preparing food for my establishment.
Where did you say they went?
Out?
Okay. I presume they're coming back because they probably would have told you if they weren't coming back. Right, Robert?
I'm going to place my bowl down on the
I don't
table and
remember.
walk around behind the bar next to Robert and stand there like,
Would you
Robert.
like some food?
Have you seen Sloane?
Slow.
Sweets.
Other big
No.
lady.
Big bear woman.
I don't remember seeing Sloan actually.
My god, he has somehow gotten dumber, Nia.
I think he's saying he hasn't seen her recently.
Yeah, she not for like 2 months maybe.
Oh, okay.
She said something about going to the wall to fight, and then she left.
She's at Demon Wall.
Maybe I don't know.
That's the only place
So-
I know that's called the Wall. I met Sloan on Sloan.
You know the
on
city has
a-
walls, right?
This
Lots
room
of
has
places have
wall.
walls.
I meant
See,
a wall with
she's
a war.
still just a baby learning things.
There's
See-
one.
Nia knocks
Nia,
back that
see,
entire
Nia,
glass of
You
whiskey.
understand now what it's been like for me this whole time, speaking with this idiot.
No, I don't. I'm not going to be here. You can continue dealing with this. I'm going to go ask around to see if anybody's seen a magic elf and a runesmith. That can't be hard to find here. She's going to take the glass of whiskey and walk out.
I just like tap Bob on the shoulder.
Did she want food? You want food?
I'd love food. Give me, please.
You like have fertilizer or something?
Oh, dear gods. And Oric leaves and chases after Nia to go.
No.
I
Leave
will go
Tig
with
to
them.
deal with Bob.
Tig, not waste food. So, has anybody been stabbed and not survived?
You don't. Oh, we've got like pig snouts and hooves and stuff if you just want like to bits out.
The good
Right.
bits. Just open up the bag, put them in.
He like takes you to like the carcasses and just like you just scrape on top of all the stuff the party's collected is now just like viscera.
Wait, in our party collective bag or Tig's bag of fingers?
Oh, the bag of holding.
Yeah.
Oh, there goes all of Oric's books.
Fuck. It's like as like Oric and Nia are like 2 blocks down. He's like, "Where the hell is
No,
my bag?"
I think you'd be listening to this and you make your way, like you sip your drink for a second, put it down, you make your way out, and you hear her be like, "Just put it all in." You're like, "Oh fuck!" Like turn around to see it all happen.
Put it all in the bag.
Tie it up and just.
Nia has
It comes out the top.
prestidigitation, Oric. She's got you.
I'm going to deal with this later.
All the patience of a
Thank
bad
you.
dad.
Bob,
Tig, I'll be back, and I'll walk out and go search
Okay.
for Nia.
why?
Follow her.
Bob, you take new favorite.
Oh,
Anything you need, Tig do for you. Tig love you so much. You good person. Tig protect, okay? Tig always protect you.
how strong is Tig?
Oh no.
Fucking
Um,
God.
Do you have coal?
I have what?
Never mind.
I'll go over to the fireplace and pick up a lump of coal. I want to see if I can do this. Actually,
Okay.
want to see if this is something I can do.
Crush it
You
into
trying to-
diamonds.
But is that
Yes. I actually want to see if I can do this. It just. I actually want to see if I could.
You do realize heat is something that is required in the formation of
Tig's
diamonds.
stupid.
What is it? What is it? What is it that you were
What
saying
dice?
15 minutes ago? Tig's not actually dumb.
Oh God, Kyle went on fucking
Hi.
Okay. All right.
no fudging this roll.
Hang on.
She did not, folks.
No, I really did not. Let me see if I can do it a second time. Nope.
Let me just keep rolling until I get a nat 20.
Keep rolling till I roll an extra 20 and have a handful of
this
diamonds.
in person if she's gonna roll a nat 20, because it's happened many a times where she's been like, "I'm gonna do something stupid." I'm like, it's never gonna happen. 20. Anyways, you sit there and the coal just comes apart. He's like, "Ooh, you are strong." Look, we're trying to expand, and unfortunately, the building next door fell in, and the workers, they don't like working with me for some reason, so I've been taking all the bits and throwing it in the bay. If you could empty out that building of all its boulders and rocks and beams and bodies and stuff and just throw it in the water.
No.
That would be-
Tig eat bodies, and
Whatever
Tig,
you could do to get rid of them, just
Okay,
get rid of
okay.
them.
Tig do.
And
Okay.
There's about to be so many dead bodies in our bag of holding.
I will pay you what I would have paid the workmen.
Yeah. That'd be great.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, nice tree.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm gonna head next door and start
I'll make
picking
up a
boulders
bed for you and your friends.
I'll just pick up a boulder and start lobbing them in the direction of the.
I'm worried
The
you're just going to
lake.
throw them at the bay and sink some of the ships that are there. You're literally throwing boulders. But okay. Nia. What
I
you doing?
haven't thought that through.
Mm-hmm.
What you doing? Nia?
Nia, I would like her to kind of fall back on some of her techniques for when she was younger, and if she was looking for somebody, and just try to ask around if shopkeepers or any city guards if they've seen the owner of the iridescent dancer. I assume most people know who that fucking is because it's a magic boat.
Famous.
Or if they don't, she will just give a physical description of Yako and Tamel, saying she's looking for them and asks if they know where they are.
So I'll say you ask around, and you know it's one of those montages you see in movies where you see them talking, someone points, and they go somewhere else, and they're like looking in a book, and they look up, and they're like, oh, blah, 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 you know. And after 30-40 minutes, you find yourself at a one of the city supply warehouses. And a guy's like, you just missed them. They just picked up their cart full of stuff, taking it back to Bob's, I believe they're staying at.
Which way did they go?
There was 3 of them down that way.
Nia is casting haste on herself, and she's going to move fast.
Yeah, and as you like,
And just as Nia
there's a couple
casts
stops
haste,
that I gotta make.
Oric catches up to where Nia is.
You're like walking down the street, and
Because Oric has just been literally like half a block behind Nia this entire time, and as soon as he gets up to Nia, the person's like that way, and Nia just goes running, and then he's like, oh.
Have you got
You can
slow?
call
You
out
can
and
cast
she'll
slow.
stop. I could cast slow on him and make his life even harder.
So, anyways,
temporal
I'm
shunt
just
you.
waiting for him to show up. And I'm just fucking
Divination
rocks.
magic fight. Let's go.
okay, so you go
Biggest waste
down
of haste that's ever existed.
because, as he said, there's a couple stops they're gonna make. So, make an intelligence check to see what places they could be stopping at on the way.
Intelligence? Just flat intelligence?
Yes. Flat intelligence. Just remember the layout of the city and stuff.
Oh, Nia. Nia.
And
Imagine
He's
it's like
so
the
out of
road
breath, he
runner
can't even like
just
shout your name.
Just like,
that is
you're like,
that is a 19 on my dice. They have no modifier.
okay. So as she's standing at a crossroads, you catch up.
Oh god, when did you get there?
I. Oh God. Oh God. So I've been chasing you the whole time.
Why didn't you say? Did you not call out?
I can't breathe.
You can't cast message. You're a wizard and you can't cast message.
I got rid of message.
All right, I won't get rid of it. Well,
So there's a butcher down one of the side streets of your 19. You know, is like very well known, and it supplies a lot of the better eateries in town.
okay.
So, yeah,
I will lead Oric at a normal pace because I don't want to make the old man like have a heart attack.
And then all of a
to
sudden
come
she
this
stops and is
to-
like, because that one round of exhaustion sort of thing. She's like, oh my god, fuck, and then she's normal.
I mean, I can shoot. Well, I mean, yeah, that's
6
fair.
seconds of just deep breathing and then suddenly back.
Oh Jesus, I hate this. Calm down, and I'm fine.
The spell is amazing, but God, it sucks afterwards.
Oh, yeah. Big high, steep fall.
So,
Are we weird people?
a kid
Extraordinarily.
walking down the street, she's like, yes. You watch your past.
Didn't ask you.
Yeah, exactly. Or I think at the exact same time, both of them looked at this kid and say, "We didn't ask you."
It's this bonding.
There's a young man, maybe like 15, 16, you're not quite sure, walking down, robes with a book and a sword on his hip, and he looks up and says, Oric?
Hello. Yes.
You don't remember me?
I'm
Okay.
sorry. I've been in hell for a bit.
You
He's not joking.
left me to be trained and taught me some magic. We fought a demon together?
I'm sorry, you did
Yes.
what?
Yes.
Okay.
My boy. Yes. Stefan.
Yes! That's yes! I'm progressing in my studies. I've mastered 3rd level spells now. Apparently I'm a natural.
Well, he's a baby.
I knew it.
Excuse?
What
I've been
That
studying
was
under
that was Shelby, not Nia.
the master to be.
That would be very funny if Nia.
Nia casts 7-level spells. He is a baby.
I'm not a baby. I'm an Eldritch Knight. Thank you.
I'm a half dragon, so.
Oh, you've
Take a
fused
second to
the-
remember how high a level you need to be for 3rd level spells on Eldritch Knight.
It's pretty high, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Freddie said he
for
was
the
a
record,
natural.
Nia
He's
never,
a fucking
Nia never
natural.
called him a baby. Nia never called him a baby. Shelby calls him a baby. So
He felt it. All right. He felt it.
He felt the judgment.
Nia's not as big of a bitch as me.
He's at
come on.
least 13th level.
13. Yeah, 13th level.
Yeah.
Oh, it's been time.
They want to send me up to apparently your neck of the woods to learn a technique called blade singing.
Oh. Very fine path to tread. A bit disappointed in that, but
Why?
he points, he just points at his sword. Just
You didn't want me. You left me with a town card to be betrayed. Why?
in
why-
magic. Yes. No, I'm sorry. It's not I'm not disappointed in you.
You see, he looks very crestfallen right now.
No. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine.
Nia's gonna jab him in the like with her elbow in the side, and just say, "Can you just tell him? Can you just tell him you're proud of him? Come on."
I am proud of you, Stefan. You've done as I wished, and you've trained, and you seem quite powerful in your own right. In the martial techniques, along with the arcane. You still
You
have
got
the
something to
book.
say about that, Auric? As I put my hand on my sheath.
It's
Maybe,
just, brutish weapons.
maybe you. could
British
teach
weapons
me
saved your
some of
ass.
Your skills before you leave again. I meant before. Not allowed to learn blade singing until I've done a little bit of combat. So I'm tomorrow heading to the docks and finding a ship to fight on. And the fleet is gathering to fight the south again.
I see. Well, we are in a bit of a hurry right now. We will be staying in or around Bob's Foodery Tavern, whatever it's called.
Oh, just Bob's place. Yes, it's
Yeah, Bob's place. Yes.
good drink and food, but the bathhouse is terrible. He never cleans it. I have a membership to a hot spring. If you want to take a day and just relax.
Well, we have things to do today, but perhaps tomorrow.
Tomorrow, it'd be nice to catch up.
I think that's a good idea.
I'm sorry.
and he'll be
How
there.
old are you?
over his mouth. Shut the fuck up, Oric.
Yeah.
We're going to the
Oric
spa.
is literally about to say, "How old are you? How fast do humans grow?"
No,
is
she
what
just
he's
put the
about
hand
to
over
say.
your mouth,
So
and she says,
you guys
Do
were
you
in
need
hell
water? Do I feed you?
You guys are almost in hell for 18 months, right? Like almost,
Yeah.
like 14, 15, something like that. And you'd been gone for a few months, so it's almost been 2 years. He was like 14 and now he's 16. So
Yeah,
it's like, you know.
"Yeah." She just
yeah. No, it makes
Hey.
sense, but Oric doesn't understand.
he would be happy to join you because we've just had a very trying, harrowing journey, and he would love to take a day to catch up with you. Isn't that right, Oric? And then take my hand off his mouth.
Yes. Of course, Stefan, I would enjoy that, and some things I could teach you, I'm sure, and you can catch me up on what has been happening in the material plane since our excursion.
Well, training's got a bit weird the last year with everything that's happening, so it'd be nice to have some more structured study from one such as yourself. Since
I'll
the
give
House
you
of
that.
Varn fell, we've been using some of their tomes to fight summoned creatures for training, and it's hit or miss.
Yes. Yes, well, of course, I can teach you some things. I'm sure you're learning in the face of war, which is not the same as learning for your own curiosity and enrichment.
Make a perception check, Nia.
Oh. Perception?
Yep, just you.
17.
Okay. You swear to God, you see Aaron cross the street, about 300-400 feet down the road.
How focused is Auric on this?
I guess Oryx focused on the conversation, right?
Nia
Auric
walks.
Yeah.
She walks.
We can, like, I'm living with my partner, and we could all make you dinner after the spa if you wish, and you could tell me what's been going on, and I can tell you the comings and goings of what's happened here, if that's something you'd like.
Yes. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Yes, Stefan. We can do some meaningful catching up tomorrow.
You
Spa and
seem
afterwards.
distracted. Is everything all right?
I'm afraid the gravity of the years have crashed upon me, and my associate has wandered off.
Okay, well...
You should work on your perceptive skills, Stefan. Your muscles and magic are not everything, as I've learned. As I'll, jokingly makes a bite, like he flexes.
When you say that,
jokingly flexes.
He's almost as tall as you. He's a big dude. Tall, like lanky, skinny, but like tall.
Yeah.
He puts a hand on your shoulder. He's like, Perception, I'm noticing something off with you. You don't have to tell me, but if things have been weighing on you, surely sharing that with a friend might be a strong word, but someone. Oh.
Insight check.
Go for it. Like
Insight check. Dirty 20.
He's being genuine.
Okay. Sorry. There's a slight tang in that delivery that made me
yeah, because he's worried about you.
I know.
Like, you seem distant, and you're like, oh my god, I've been to hell, and it's been really fucking rough. And yeah. I'm a very old elf, but the last year has sucked. And he's like, oh my god, this sounds worried. And then you're like, brush up on your perception skills. He's like, what the fuck do you mean? I've just noticed something wrong with you. That's why he's like, are you okay?
And I think Auric will, to play up Sean's suspicions, Auric will like have a moment where, like, as he touches his shoulder, he'll like look at his shoulder and he'll get tense, and he will like bat his hand away and look at him very sternly and distrustfully for a moment.
He steps back and kind of see his eyes a bit watery for a moment.
Or would, upon seeing this, his face would soften, and he would kind of come out of this almost a moment of like a trauma response, and he'll look at him and just, I'm sorry, Stefan. I just the last year has taken a lot out of me. The last 2 years.
So it's okay. Just good to see you, and you more or less made me what I am now with a very brief interaction. Set me on a path. I'll see you tomorrow. And he opens his arms up for a hug, but waits for you as opposed to stepping and like touching you again.
Yes. And he'll go in for an awkward half hug.
Stefan's like a young, fairly like emotional, sensitive kid, so he like hugs you tight. And he's like, we'll see you tomorrow. And like, as you step back, you can meet my fiance. He's great, and my soon to be in-laws.
Yes. And Oric would have completed his half hug when he pulled him in.
Yeah, okay. Not being super awkward, just be like, yes, thank you.
Yeah, no, he wouldn't stay awkward. He wouldn't be like, but he wouldn't like be like what, because he did like the one arm over the shoulder, and then he would complete it. And upon him saying it sounds lovely, I look forward to hearing stories of your progress and your love and family. Congratulations.
And he will be like, he'll nod to you, smile, and he will be on his way. And as he goes, he starts opening the book, and like carts and people, he's not looking at them, he just seems to like step around them as if he's got some sort of like sixth sense, knowing where things are and what they're doing.
Perceptive skills.
Or Oric would have is having a moment where he's starts to lean against a wall and is hyperventilating a little bit, not from the running anymore, as he seems to be having some panicked response to this.
Okay.
And does not completely follow Nia. He starts to, and then lets it go.
It's like maybe he steps into like an alley back against the wall and just like takes a minute and sits there for a little bit.
Exactly.
Okay. You swear you saw Aaron, and as you run down the road, you put your head down, and you can see the far end of this alley. It like leads to another street that goes down, and there's a horse and cart. And you can see two legs crossed hanging over the edge, very Yako-like boots and pants.
She runs down.
You're not going to catch up with the horse and cart on the road. It's moving too fast for you. But it's heading
I mean
close.
towards the end where she knows that she swears she saw Aaron.
Yeah.
The horse and cart, that's great. I'm trying to spot a Goliath in a crowd right now.
Yeah. Can't see him.
Just like rubs her eyes, and how far away is that horse and cart?
After you look around, rub your eyes, maybe 1,000 feet.
Really? 1,000? I shouldn't be able to see it at that point.
Yes, you can. 1,000 feet's not that far. 300 meters on flat ground. It's fine.
Well, fuck you for putting him out of message range.
That's alright. Just, he's heading back towards Bob's. You know where to go if you wish to.
Yeah, no,
catch up.
she's just gonna start and I guess be hyper vigilant of any Goliaths that resemble Aaron.
Okay.
Because that kind of got her.
So you run. Catch up
Yeah.
to... I think we should walk knowing that's where it's going.
I don't really think running will bother Nia too much. She wants to get back quickly.
Alright, so brisk jog, 20 minutes. And you're back at Bob's. And the horse and cart are there. And it's now empty. There's no supplies on it.
Yeah,
no people
I go
on it.
inside.
You open the door. And there's a Goliath reaching for the door handle from the other side. And his face goes very soft. And he smiles. He reaches forward to give you a hug. And we'll end the session right there.
Oh. Aww.
I think I broke Shelby.
Ah.
Are you okay there?
I don't know how to process that. Fucking Nia doesn't know how to process that. You know, she accepted he was dead like 6 months ago, right?
Yep.
Fuck you.
All right. I hope everyone enjoyed that episode of the session. It seemed like it went down well with the players. Hopefully, I read that right, and they're not all very unhappy with me with pitchforks and fires, torches. Right. So we'll do a really quick round of favorite moments, our goodbyes, and we'll call that a session. A bit shorter than normal, and especially with the recap. But I just wanted to get us situated for the next season. So. We'll start. I'll give Shelby some time to process. Let's start with Tig. Tell me your favorite moment for yourself, and then one for each of the other players.
Okay. I think for me, favorite moment, just spending a little one-on-one time with myself and the earth, and doing a little thing for Leaf to say goodbye because I didn't get to, and it actually really upset me. So I was like, no, I'm saying a motherfucking goodbye.
I could hear.
So that's
you
probably
get
my
teary.
favorite moment for myself. I reckon favorite moment for Nia. Oh god. I actually just like that, seeing Aaron across the market area and just like I'm sorry, what? Hang on a minute. Like, yeah, cart and shit that we were here for this whole time. Fuck that. No. I was like, oh, that's kind of cute.
Person that started my entire journey is here. Excuse me.
I like it. It was really cute just to see that genuine snap there. Favorite Auric was just like approvingly encouraging Tig to keep doing different things, like doing her own little ritual, copying him, and he gave her some spell components, and I was like, bonding experience. I loved it, and didn't try to tell her no, don't eat it. Like just do your thing. It was really cute, very encouraging. Favorite DM moment.
Get out of your shirt, Kyle.
Come on, babe, get out of that
Sit
shirt.
up straight.
Like, stop standing there looking like hiding in it.
Stand tall, like first.
I
Well, Australian.
gotta say, it's gotta be Bob.
Everything
Everyone
about
loves
Bob.
Everyone
Loves Bob.
Bob.
Bob was an accident that we didn't mean to make as
Yeah,
big of a
that's
character
true.
as he
That's
is,
true.
but we
That's
love
the
him
best
all
ones.
the same.
I love him. I want to buy Bob a giant wheel of cheese.
Okay.
I'm
He
just
would love
hucking
that.
rocks for this guy.
Okay. Sean. Favorite moments.
Yeah. Let's see. For Tig, my favorite moment for Tig, I did very much like the making of your own spells and the goodbye to Leaf. But the sheer joy of Tig meeting Bob was undeniable and so lovely. Like, just like the immediately drinking, eating, and just being like, you're great, we're friends, I love you, I'll do anything for you. And he's like, okay, I got some shit over there. Just very pure, very pure. For Nia, I think my favorite moment was definitely Nia's, like, it was not one moment but threaded throughout, was this quiet desperation in Nia that came through. Like, even just like the delivery of some of Nia's lines in the first scene when we were stranded back in this town, and just sort of like, there's just some way, the way you were saying things just was really compelling in a way that was just like tired, but like we got to keep going, but I don't want to, but we got to. There's just some really good delivered lines there.
Thank you.
And then, of course, just covering Oric's mouth. He's being
Just
awkward
stop
dad.
talking. One of us has good charisma here. I'll help.
Exactly.
I got
exactly. Auric does not have good charisma. Actually, he has fine charisma, but it's different charisma.
Auric is
Academic
intimidation charisma, not
That's true. That's true.
not everybody's friend charisma.
Yeah, Auric's definitely an intimidation charisma. Favorite DM moment was, I love becoming a god, so anything, like, I just really enjoyed meeting this spider person, Drider, and having a moment to expand that side of Auric, But I liked when it happened. It happened at a point when Auric was just like, I'm so tired, and I fucking hate everything. I don't want to talk to the spider person who's worshiping. I don't want, like, it's like the one moment in his entire, like, godlingness that he's just like, I don't want to be a god right now.
And that's
which
when
is
it,
an
like,
interesting idea
really
too.
happened as well.
Yeah, exactly. For myself, I don't know. I liked. It's not a moment that hasn't come to its full fruition, but I liked chasing after Nia, and I liked having a side moment with Nia where we didn't necessarily do a lot, but it was just Auric and Nia don't spend a lot of alone time together. They about 50 episodes ago they said we need to talk, and then they haven't since. And I think Auric is starting to have really severe reactions to the people around him, and I think Nia is gonna be one of those people, as he's like this. The moment with Stefan was when he kind of started to really feel the passage of time, and he's starting to feel this gravity of all the people around him, and he's starting to panic about it, and he's starting to feel unsafe, like he needs to. The responsibility of godhood is like, I need to keep these people safe now that I now love, and that's why he's having a panic attack in an alleyway.
Very nice. Okay, Shelby, now you've had some time to process.
Yeah, I've had some time to collect my brain off the floor. All right. Favorite take moment was absolutely accidental magic. That's fucking hilarious and very on brand for take. The funeral for Lee was real sweet, but goddamn, that was funny. Of course.
That spell for so long too. Never done it.
My favorite Auric moment was, again, it wasn't like one specific moment. It really was that like progression of that scene of seeing the weight of godhood coming crashing down on Auric with, like, you know, the weight of 1,000 suns. You know, just him finally kind of, oh God, I'm blurry, stop. Him, because I feel like this is something he's been warned about this entire campaign, is like, you don't know what you're asking for. And I feel like he's finally like, oh shit. And specifically when you played out how he went into his panic, I felt that was very natural and believable and a very impactful scene. And I felt a part of me being like, damn, I wish Nia wasn't away right now, but she's got her shit to do. But damn. Kyle, fuck you and all that spider imagery. All of the spiders. I hate spiders so fucking much. All right. And the fucking like spiders coming down playing music, and then the fucking horde of spiders into a bear thing. Fuck that. It was great, but fuck everything about that. And I can't help but think we're gonna have more.
Oh, as Auric is becoming a spider god, there's only
I know.
And he goes,
why couldn't
he
he become a god of the Kitterbees?
See, this is exactly one day Auric is gonna get strong enough to be like, They're not spiders anymore.
Now the
They're little caterpillars now. With that look cute.
They're fuzzy.
No, the spiders are still
And-
fuzzy. Don't worry.
My tarantulas are, but they're cute. They're tolerable. And my personal favorite moment for myself was actually Nia's little reverence over Bahamut. It's been something I haven't. Nia's had a lot of shit going on, and she hasn't quite gotten a chance to really practice what the faith that she's been raised on most of her life outside of season 1, because it kind of all got destroyed by the Bastard 5. So it's nice seeing her. It was nice feeling like she felt comfortable enough to have that connection again. Also, God fucking damn it, Aaron, why are you here? Why aren't you at home with your family? They threatened my life for this.
So, my favorite moments. Tig and Bob was great. I enjoyed that. A tie between your meeting with First and your meeting with Stefan. They were both at different ends of the spectrum in terms of like, one was like, yeah, I'm kind of okay, I'm out and about doing things, but then like the panic attack started hitting you as like the idea of something aging. Like, you know, it's been almost 2 years since you've seen this guy, but for you, especially because the passage of like a year and a bit was in hell over a few days, it's been a bit weird. And then First being, like you said, you're so down and sort of just out, and you sort of like got pepped up almost as that went on, as you like, I feel like you were accepting responsibility a bit, which was good. Now you and Bob again is always great because he's like, you're just a baby, and you're like, fuck you, Bob, give me a drink. So there's that.
Fran taught me things. Maybe it wasn't the best influence, but she taught me things.
And also,
That's true.
just, yeah, you trying to find Erin. I feel like your acting this episode's been really good because it's been very well portrayed on like how she's feeling, what she's going through or been through, and like you're like, I just want to go to this place, I just want to find Dad, and I just want to relax. I need to de-stress. Like the weight of everything is showing.
She will
and
actually go
hopefully-
insane if she doesn't get a break.
Well, hopefully this is enough
Spa day.
break for you, right? You've got Yako and someone, and then Aaron there, and hopefully, and a spa day, so you got a bit to relax. My favorite bit, I mean, those things also had me, so those are good enough.
Tell me you didn't enjoy telling us how fucking 1,000 spiders came and started playing us the world's smallest violin.
Yeah,
I love that so much.
yeah, I just can't imagine, like, it's like, you know, having a few thousand cicadas making noise, but it's like not made to be horrific and annoying, and made to
Hey,
be like,
cicadas are lovely.
not when there's thousands of them. They're so loud and annoying.
I lived in a swamp. Yes, I love that sound.
I like that sound too.
Both wrong. But you know, this tiny, like, they're making people music, not
Americans.
spider music, right? And that's they're making it for you. So that was kind of cool. We're gonna do our goodbyes really, really quickly. So hi, name's Nova. We're on this channel in this game, and we will be moving things to Paradise or something pretty soon. Me and Sean are talking about it. We'll see how that goes, and we're gonna be going off air with certain things in the next couple months. Shelby.
Hi, my name is Shelby, or Shooby-Dooby-Doo on Twitter, where I draw D&D stuff, or Whistle While You Work on YouTube, where I make videos about D&D stories I've been in, and I'm working on an animatic series. And I am Shoodoodles here on Twitch, where I am supposed to be live streaming D&D stuff and drawing stuff, but life has been crazy. And I am here over on Roll for Damage. I've been Nia, I don't even think it's right for me to call her a child anymore, right? our sorcerer warlock friend. We'll say that.
Our
Follower
young
of-
adult.
our young, confused follower of Bahamut, Bride of Mephistopheles. Interesting title.
Okay. Sarah.
Hi, I should remember to unmute myself next time. Hi everybody, I'm Shro Grill, Sarah, whatever you want to call me. I'm Tig, and I will always be Tig. Pretty much in the real world as well, because there's just millions of plants right now. They're all hiding. You can find me right here, right now, right here, right now. You shut up in a minute. I don't really exist anywhere else because I spend all my time with my plants and my plant babies and my babies. So that's pretty much me. I'm just here for D&D and this lovely group of people, and that's all I really want to do with my internet time. So yeah, I'll throw it over to the next person. Also, just a quick fun fact. There is scientific research and evidence based on the fact that spiders do actually make music with their webs. It's called web sonification.
Cool.
It's like
I think the last Mimsy did something with that in the storyline.
No, it's a real
Sean,
thing. They actually make
everyone
music.
else have their turn. Sean's turn. Go on.
I did the thing. I didn't unmute myself. Hi, everybody. I am your local fledgling god, learning to love every day a little bit more, and realizing that friends and family is important. But also in real life, I'm not a god, but a creative director of Paradise Productions, where we make nerdy content over there. We stream D&D, other TTRPGs. We do some charity stuff as well. We do a lot of stuff over there, and we're very excited to do more. We are in our newest campaign, our new campaign right now. We wrapped up a short series recently that's on YouTube now, La Fête du Carnaval, and we have another series coming out in April that we'll have some announcements about soon. So check us out over there, Paradise Pro or Paradise Prod, depending on what social media, and you can find me at Odo_Sean, SEAN, and hopefully Shannon will be joining us soon. She is our community manager.
Hopefully next week. I'll have to message her. All right.
Remember to message her.
I'm going to set up a raid. So everyone start waving and saying goodbye. We're raiding Arcanarama. I just like the way they set up. Look, that's the only reason I was like, these people look like they're cool. Bye. See you next time.
Everybody.
Bye. And I'll find the right button to press for post stream.